This video, we're going to cover a lot of different, well, not a lot of different topics, but we're going to cover some topics. Main focus is why I think everyone should strive to have their own brand business, especially if you're on the Hanuman regiment, or have your own side hustle. So let's go to an extreme example, right? Let's say tomorrow stuff hit the fan, right? The job that you love is closing down, or it could be something happens in the world, your job's closing down. There's no way for you to make money. You know, your job was your main source of income. No way for you to make money. Now, the person who already owns a business, yes, their business will take a hit, but they've already been working. They've already been active. They already have it engraved into them, to their mind, to create work for themselves. Do you understand? When you create a business, you create work for yourself because there's problems that you have to solve, right? That's the same thing for, any situation that will happen in life. If the situation happens in life and you've already engraved in your mindset that you can create work for yourself, you can get busy, then you're going to do that and you're going to get results when anything happens. Let's look at this as well. Answer this question for yourself, right? What dictates when you do work? Is it someone from your job telling you to do work? Is it the fact that you've got an assignment set for you? Do you know what I'm saying? For a lot of people, especially people who aren't aware of the Hanuman mindset, for them, what dictates them doing work is someone else. Someone else dictates for them when they're going to do work, whether that's their job prescribing them tasks or them getting assignments. Do you know what I'm saying? Some people need people to tell them what to do. Whereas you now, if you're on this mindset, you're creating work for yourself. I know I've been creating work for myself, whether it's making me money or not. I'm studying for myself. I'm going to the gym for myself. I'm creating a business for myself and giving myself daily tasks to do to make sure I stay on point. I get busy for myself in that sense. I work for myself already. Do you get what I'm saying? Here's the illusion. And of course, there's lots of material aspects that can stop you from doing this, but let's just look at it in simple terms for 1 second. If you wake up, let's say your job is like freedom of time, right? Not your job, sorry, your dream is freedom of time, right? If you wake up, you decide what work you're going to do, when you're going to work out, when you're going to study, you're already living the dream. Do you see what I'm saying? The dream is actually right there for a lot of people. Now, the problem comes in when we talk about money, finances, and being restrained by society. Do you understand? Because obviously you may have bills to pay, you may have children to look after, all this stuff. Do you understand? So it makes it a lot harder. But think of that for a second. In essence, the dream is literally right there. There are just a few material factors that are stopping you. So this is why we stress, again, on the Hanuman mindset, we stress building skills, because skills pay the bills. If you have a skill set that is way sought after, well sought after, then of course you'll eventually be able to monetize that skill set. But more importantly, like I'm saying, what is the most important thing out of this is the mindset to get busy for yourself, to create work for yourself, to not stay comfortable. That is the most important thing. And I'm trying to be, proof of that. Is that obviously this channel, you can't see me, but give me a few, a few months, years maybe, for the reveal. And as this channel grows, and you will see everything, all the mindset tools of the mindset that I speak about. One day I will reveal the proof of them. But for now, we're going to speak about the mindset, and we're going to get more people on board on this mindset. If you don't know what the Hanuman mindset is, check some of my other videos. I kind of explain it, but it's basically a mindset based around generational excellence. Anyway, let's continue. So now, like I was saying, build your skills and learn to get busy for yourself. So what does first of all, you need a vision, you need your purpose, right? Once you have that, now you outline the work that you need to do for yourself. Yeah, you don't just sit there. In some sense, your job and stuff should be secondary. Even, this is where it gets difficult, a bit controversial, but even your studies that you do should be secondary unless you have accounted for that in your purpose and you're using that to then, you know, start your business, your brand, or the knowledge you learn from that. I'm a firm believer of there's not a thing that you can't learn, and you don't need a traditional education system to learn it. Do you get what I'm saying? With an extent, I've talked about this in another video. I've said, I talked about some, what do you call them? Some special cases like in the medical field where you may need certain, you know, experience. But anyway, there's another video on that. It's to do with traditional education system. Have a look on my channel. Anyway, point is, there's not a thing that you can't learn. If you can read or listen, and you can hear what, you know what I'm saying, in this video, you can see, you can read, you can do it. Trust me, you can learn it. It might take time, but you can do it. Do you understand? That's number one. Get that belief in your head, okay? You can do it. If you take one thing from this video, you can do it. I'm telling you, don't let anyone tell you otherwise. So once you have your purpose in place, you can then start to craft a map, a roadmap of the knowledge you need to get there. There, you've created work for yourself. You're already working for yourself in that sense. Yeah, that work may take a bit of time to, you know, start seeing the fruits of it, start getting paid, but you're already working for yourself. Okay? Like I was saying, so in some sense, your job should be secondary because you don't want your job to take away from your energy from yourself, the stuff you're creating. And then also, maybe the education that you're learning in terms of the traditional system may be secondary to what you're doing, because you firmly believe that what you are doing and what you are learning is going to propel you towards your purpose, your vision. That's good. Right. Final thing that I kind of want to leave you with in this video, right? Something to think about for yourselves, because I think this is pretty interesting. Obviously, our current society is built upon like people working for other people, and you know, like this whole, like, our society is very smart. It's structured in a certain way where people work for people. You have the kind of pyramid systems, you know, someone at the top, and then, you know, the hierarchy, it goes down, and, you know, your manager manages this people, and then he manages that, whatever. The thought that I want you to think of today is, imagine, or what would the world look like, right, if everyone had their own purpose and worked for themselves? Because the first instance, you'll see that, okay, our current society wouldn't really work. You know what I'm saying? We need workers. Like, our whole society is built on like a class system, in the sense that we need workers. We need people who are gonna do their manual labor jobs. We need people who, you know, are gonna do the jobs that no one wants to do. We need people to work in the supermarkets. We need people to do deliveries. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you order your package, you click a few buttons, right? Which, you know, the software, someone has designed that. All these engineering systems that have been put in place, someone has designed that, so you can go online. You know, that signal that you send when you press the purchase button goes off to the big companies. The companies, you know, get your item, package it, get it ready for shipping. All these systems in place, and you just click a button. You all you remember is clicking a button, opening the door, your delivery's there, right? There are people who do these jobs. Like, you can understand doing a delivery job isn't the most fun. You don't wake up every day think you want to do deliveries. So what would the world look like if everyone served their own purpose and done their own purpose? Current society wouldn't work, yeah. But I want to know in the comments, what do you guys think? Because in some sense, I think we would have maybe a system where everyone, the glamour lifestyle wouldn't exist, would it really? Do you see what I'm saying? The guy at the top with the supercar and all this, because everyone would be on their purpose, and maybe everyone has their own plot of land where they farm their own bit of food for their family, and they build their purpose and they trade, and then we get back to like almost a modern ancient civilization. Do you get what I'm saying? What do I mean by this? Like where people trade with each other, but obviously the technology is a lot more modern. So maybe, you know, I fix your phone and you do my plumbing. Like we're in the same neighborhood. We trade food and we trade with food and all this stuff. And I fix your phone, you do the plumbing for me. We got another guy who's, you know, sorting up the Wi-Fi, and maybe in our little community we have a satellite that's gone up there. Or we might not even need a satellite, but anyway, let me not get into that. But essentially we have, you know, the engineers who build us a little network so we can get online and do all this stuff. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, again, essentially it's like we go forward but back, because the whole system is built on mass control. We want to control the masses with our current systems in place. But I think I'm waffling now. But think about that. Let me know in the comments what other societies you can imagine which aren't this one. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.